a Gundam fan is hard. Really hard, to be honest, because Gundam doesn't get much love. In the past 10 years, Gundam hasn't gotten much love, but now we're about to eat. We are about to eat in this new Gundam game, and I am here for it. When I say I am here for it, it's Overwatch meet Gundam, and I've been talking about it for about a year. They've had this game literally sitting, and when I say sitting, I mean sitting in developmental hell for almost about 4 years, give and take. They dropped the beta, a closed beta, but a very, very close beta. But this game was announced back in like 2017, 2018, and give and take. And it was in the developmental process. That was when Overwatch 2, all that was still like the big hype and all that. So I don't want to talk too much. I want to watch this trailer. I want to break down what exactly I'm getting from this trailer, the kind of action that I'm looking forward to in this trailer, the thing that I know that I've been looking forward to. I've been looking forward to this shit. Like, I have been looking forward to this Gundam game, to a game that actually makes the Gundams feel like goddamn Gundams and make it feel like I am in control of a super mechanized, amazing fucking suit. That's just my point. That's just what I'm trying to look for. And let's see if this game delivers it just like I know it will. Without further ado, let's go ahead and run this trailer. Let's get it. All right. Here we go. Okay. Now, I'm gonna have to pause a lot. I think that I'm gonna have to pause a lot because, all right, so first of all, the one thing that they did away, and they're showing the classes. So let's go ahead. Actually, before I start stopping it, I'm just gonna watch exactly what we got. Okay, so I'm gonna assume that's the melee class or the attack class. Yeah, this is looking good. Fast pace, baby. That's what I'm talking about. You see that? Team setup. Team setup, baby. Oh my God, look at him. Oh. Yo, did he just fly across the entire stage? Nice. The Methus. Okay. There's the Arc Gundam, the Method, the regular Gundam, the Sasabi, the MSN4. So these are all the original Gundams though. All the Gundams that are being shown right now are all part of the OG Gundam series. The Ashimar. Oh my God, they got the Asmar, dude. Crazy. Long range cannons. Long range to mid range cannons with high attack power without no sniper. The gun tank. Can that? What? 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 Yo. They giving us a lot of classes. The GM Sniper 2. Obviously a classic, has to be there. Of course, we have to have a sniper class, but the GM sniper class had to be there. Oh, the Zaku. Okay, infantry. Zaku's infantry. You look at it. Charge moves. Rifles. Okay. Yo. Yo. This is looking goated. The Barbatos. See, now, oh my God. Wow. The GM? Okay. There's too much sauce going on here. They're just giving it to us, bro. The Down Trooper? Dude, this is it. Oh my God, this is it. This is the Gundam game right here. This is the Gundam game, right? Oh, the Pale Rider. And it allows you to see through the... Bro. Yes! It's here! Gundam Evolution is here! When is the network? Is that the original Zaku? Has to be the original Zaku. Oh? Oh? What? Yeah! I love this trailer. I love this trailer. This trailer is too hot. Have to calm myself down. All right. Let's go ahead and break this down. Let's break it down. Let's put down the music. And let's see exactly what we're getting with this. We have to make sure that we know exactly what we're getting with this. So obviously, if you're looking at the screen the way I'm looking at the screen, I'll go ahead and change it over to PC gaming mode. So PC gaming mode can actually have a little breakdown. Bigger screen for you guys, have all the information, all the stuff that's needed. This RX-78 obviously is one of the most melee centric, so I'm assuming that this game is either going to give you two infantry versions. We're going to end up having the Gundam here, obviously, and of course we're going to have Zaku 2 as well, part of an infantry. So that way there's a little bit of variety with the same class. Nonetheless, the difference between them obviously is going to be in the make and in the weaponry and how they're used. So the Zaku 2 will feel different in mobility more than likely than, of course, the Gundam over here, RX-78. On the right side here, you also see their side moves and their additional move sets. So the main weapon will be the beam rifle. So you'll have the beam rifle, which is what you'll be able to shoot from. Obviously, weapon of choice to shoot. The melee will end up being the chainsaw. The Morning Star here, of course, and then you have the rechargeable attack. Obviously, the special technique or the rechargeable attack. If you played Overwatch, you know exactly what I'm talking about. These are the moves that you can use essentially with a recharge bar, all that stuff or whatever. And this one has the super napalm, which will cover probably a high-end area. Essentially, as you guys saw there, the melee, the beam rifle, throwing the napalm bomb, covers a whole wide area, doing damage there. Now they're showing you another Gundam, and in this particular case, this Gundam, they gotta rewind a little bit because they went a little bit fast this time. And here as well, as you can see, they're giving you all the information in regards to the Gundam as well. It's barely seen, but if you look at it carefully, right over here, is blurry because of the movement. It'll also tell you exactly what kind of main weapon and of course G maneuver / special move that the character will have. So we're talking about the regular beam rifle. So that's the weapon. That's the main shooting weapon, range weapon that you'll have is a beam rifle. These units are going to have a beam rifle as the main sauce or the main weapon. But you're gonna see like the Zaku, like I mentioned before, or the Pale Rider. They also have, or the GM Sniper. Obviously, he's gonna have the sniper, not a beam rifle. But the most important is that they have the Moonbeam Butterfly, which essentially allows you to go ahead and cross throughout the. For what it looks like, it allows you to cross throughout the entire stage. But at the same time, I believe that whoever your partner and it's under those little particles, they get healed. Here we got the Zazabi. Here's a variety. Heavy gunner here with the beam shot rifle, and of course the funnel. If you haven't watched Gundam in a long time, or don't remember the majority of these Gundams, the Zazabi itself used this as one of the bigger, these are called the funnels, and they used it as its eyes and ears outside of obviously the main cockpit rider. So in that sense, what ends up happening is that I believe that the funnels can end up going long range and attacking multiple people at the same time. generally, if you're in the heat of battle and you use this, the funnels will go out and attack multiple different people if there's a lot of people in the same area. If it's just only one person, then it'll probably concentrate on that one person. Also has, let me go back because it went a little bit too fast. But it does start with him being able to, if you being able to throw a weapon, as you saw there. So it's interesting that here, very interesting that you saw the person who's using the Zazabi, when they jumped, they threw a weapon, right? I think that those particular throwable objects, every Gundam is going to get a throwable object, like the grenade feature, essentially the universal grenade feature. But every Gundam is going to have its own kind of version of that. Some of them will have tossable blades, others will have some kind of grenade, some kind of spray blast, flashbang. The Gundam RX-78 is known for the flashbang because it was used in the original series to defeat one of the guys. So that's where that little maneuver came from. Just in case you're asking, like, oh well, that wasn't shown on the main screen, or it wasn't shown on the weapons list or anything like that. That's because they're not gonna go ahead and tell you, hey, you know, this is what they have as the, you know, as the side weapon. Let's put it like that, or the tossable. May not be just one loadout. And honestly, each Gundam more than likely will have his alternative loadouts, because each Gundam progressively in the series has alternative loadouts, unless it was a one and done. So we may have alternate guns that you can swap out for the Gundam that you're using, in order to be able to make that Gundam be more efficient in another kind of situation. So just keep that in mind, because that's more than likely a thing in order to allow variety. The Gundam developers themselves, they stated that they want this to be competitive Gundam. They want this to be on the competitive scene for a long time. So that's very important to factor in, to make sure that fun is the first factor, and then competitiveness, and of course balance coming into that. So we may get that so for the variety's sake, but the impact on how the Gundam will work and how the Gundam will move, all those things will probably be put into mind frame, especially the fact, again, that this game has been in development hell for about 3 to 4 years. So they've really been giving it a lot of thought, and I think that this time around they got it. I think that this is it. So very looking forward to the network test. All Gundams have dash boosts. That's another thing that I realized. Some of them have hover, like this Gundam right here, the Hashmar. People who play Overwatch know how these kind of characters really come in handy, because it keeps you off the ground, and that's it keeps you off the ground, so it keeps you from getting hit with a lot of the bigger, heavier attacks. People have to gun you down and all that good stuff. But then when you have a plasma laser like the Hashmar has, that you can stay hovering and shoot down, and it covers a semi wide range of area when it hits. It can cause multiple damage to multiple opponents at the same time. Here we have the gun tank. Gun tank is weird because this is, I don't even know how to explain this classification. All y'all gotta know is that literally you can kill yourself. That's what I'm seeing. What I'm seeing is that you could self-destruct yourself in order to take out the opponents, and even though it may count as a kill to you, like one death to you, it could count for 4 deaths to them. That's all they showed for the gun tank. Yeah, so I don't know what to say about that. I can see the one or two people on the other team is being the setup, doing that to cause massive damage. Be like, hey, you be the fall guy kind of thing. or troll guy, of course. Here we have the GM sniper. There's really not much I'm gonna say about this. This guy is straightforward. It is a sniper Gundam, literally. An infantry unit, so we got the Zaku 2, as you can see. Maneuverability is one thing. The charge, of course, you can charge right through them. This is an iconic move, the iconic tackle, the iconic Zaku tackle makes his way to Gundam Evolution. Can't express enough that this is paying so much homage to the original Zaku, so kudos to you guys. Love you guys for that, and the people over there. This is the second infantry, of course. As you saw, he has the heavy assault gun. Between the beam rifle and the heavy assault gun, more than likely the heavy assault gun, being the Zaku 2, is probably going to take faster, more damage. So in that regards, the melee on the Gundam, on the RX-78, is probably going to be way better than the Zaku's melee. But of course, with the Zaku having this tackle, I believe that that particular move, the tackle move, stuns your opponents. So like when you get hit with it, it's gonna make your opponents stun, move back, get hit, get down, damaged, or whatever the case might be, if they're not already dead. But it allows you to stun the opponent and then close in and start being able to hit them with your own, melee slash bust them up with the rifle. Here we have the Barbatos joining the battle, and honestly, this is a surprise, seeing that all the other Gundams that were being shown was originally from the Central Conflict. But it gives me, it's interesting that they gave us the Gundam Barbatos, and obviously this is one of the newer Gundams. This is obviously, and being brutally honest, this is the pandering to the newer generation of Gundam aficionados and fans and viewers alike. Not saying it's a bad thing. It isn't a bad thing. The Barbatos is one of my favorite Gundams from the Iron Blood Orphanage series. But ultimately, this is the first melee only Gundam that they show here. Of course, heavy on the melee, heavy on the damage, heavy on the takeout. So 2-3 hits with the melee goes ahead and does insane amount of damage. One hit, depending on how you hit them, which I think that's going to be another factor. If you catch a Gundam from the backside, the Gundam takes more damage, or if you hit them from the sides versus the front. If it's just implementing an Overwatch game with Gundam skins, I'd get it. If they're not going to go into that much details and pretty much just keep it at the whole Call of Duty style damage output or whatever, which is fine, because again, the point of the game is to be competitive, be fast paced, be in the nitty gritty of feeling like, there's a lot of shit going on. So there's that. But back to what I was just saying in that regards is that right here with the Barbatos, he is just a physical machine of destruction. So he does not have a long range weapon besides probably the tossable item, taking massive damage, as you can see, from the opponent in 1 and 2 swings. And then we also have the Defender, the GM Defender. You have the beam spray gun, which will take massive damage, but your maneuverability is ass. I'm just gonna tell you exactly what's happening with that. The maneuverability with that one is ass. The Dom Troopers are probably one of the best in maneuverability in the game, but if you check to see exactly the kind of weapons they have here, you have pretty much rocket launchers. That's all you have. Rocket launchers, rocket launchers, rocket launchers. Anything heavy weaponry. This is the main heavy weaponry Gundam in the game. So you'll have high maneuverability, but you'll have slow reload rate. Honestly, your damage output is probably going to be the highest. The maneuverability is going to be pretty high, but your defense is going to be pretty low. It's going to be these are the obvious ones. You have the defender, you have the attacker, you have the heavy melee, the heavy defense, the heavy trooper here, Dom Trooper is what it's called here, as you see, Giga Launcher. And again, they also have other stuff like you saw there, the charge attacks and all that good stuff. Here's the Pale Rider. One of my favorite Gundams in the series, to be honest, is the Pale Rider. And the fact that it made its way into the game immediately is one of those things that I have to be honest, like I wasn't expecting it, but I am happy that the Pale Rider did make its way here, here into Gundam Evolution. And of course, as you see, the bigger thing that he has is he also has a light machine gun, right? The Hades mode allows you to inflict more damage and allows you to see the opponents clearly through walls and be able to shoot them through walls. There's just a lot more that's gonna be brought into the fold, obviously, as the game continues to evolve, like the name it states. The last bit of this trailer coming in, showing us 2 more Gundams here. We have the original Zaku. This is the original Zaku right there. If I'm correct, that is the original Zaku. And then me not knowing the name off the bat, because it's been a minute since I watched that particular series, but I believe bro, am I gonna have to go watch my Gundam series all over again? I don't know. We didn't see many healers. That's the one thing I'm gonna go ahead and point out. We didn't see many healer Gundams. So if that's the only one for now, I can only assume that the staff is going to work tirelessly to bring us more and more Gundams to the fray. And if this game excels, which honestly it will, there's no way that this game flops. It's a Gundam fan's dream. I think that this is the way Gundam should have been from the very beginning. Not just first person, but in regards to the pacing. Battle Operations 2 is out there, and I love Battle Operations 2, but Battle Operations 2 feels, and there's a lot of times when I say this, it feels a little bit sluggish, and that's okay because that's the way the game was built. The game was built to feel like you're driving a mech. Make you feel like you're But this game is not. This game is to give you the Overwatch experience, and that's really what I want. It's not just an Overwatch reskin. I'm feeling like I'm playing a really good competitive Gundam game, and that's something that it can't be beat. And that's something that all the other Gundam games that have come out have not brought to the table. Whether it's 2D Gundam, 3D Gundam, so on and so forth. We haven't seen a Gundam in Evo. We haven't seen a Gundam in a big sporting event, a big COD event, a big FPS event. So that's what I'm looking forward to. And I think that this nailed it. This nailed it. And I'm happy that that's what we're going to be getting here on the channel. So stay tuned because we're here. We're here. So that's it. That's all I got. I hope you guys enjoyed this content. If you did, make sure you go ahead and hit the sub, like, share. Thank you for watching the trailer. Thank you for watching this breakdown. Appreciate everybody coming through. I'm going to go ahead and kind of figure where I can get into the network test because it's coming, and I'm going to go ahead and stream it and be here with you guys and show you guys, firsthand, how it's done on the circuit. And this is going to be a staple going forward as well. This is one of the games that I've been waiting for to play here with you guys, and I hope that you guys join me because the game is free to play. That is right. Gundam Evolution is free to play. It is coming out free to play, and that is something that the developers stated a while back. Don't know if that might change now at this point, but this game was said to be free to play and the network test is still showing you guys that that's going to be the case, that this game is going to be a free-to-play Gundam. Obviously, there's going to be the whole allotment and all that microtransaction stuff that's going to be added eventually for skins, for things like that. But at least the last time I heard, this game is free to play, so everybody will be able to join in on the action, because Toei really wants us to get back into Gundam. They want the West to experience Gundam just like the East does. And that's it. That's all I got for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure you go ahead and hit the sub, the like, the share. Again, like I mentioned earlier. And I'll catch you guys in the next breakdown video.